Greetings, my fellow YouTubers and everyone out there. I'm Doyle, aka the Big D, of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. And this time around, I'm going to be doing another vid in the installment of movies that came out after I had been born. This time we're in 1992 now. The year soon to be going to junior high I'd be going to junior high that year. Just gonna give you just a little bit of fun things about me at the time. And I'd soon be my final year as a youngster in a way. Anyway, I've listed 12 movies, so this kind of took me a bit to try and get some more because I didn't have enough. But now, of course, I've got some. So if one's not on here that's a favorite of yours, I do apologize. And like I said, I may not have no honorable mentions for some time. I just gotta dig through some more. So here we go. And number 12 is Fern Gully, The Last Rainforest. Now, I did recall renting this and watching this when I was a kid. I do love this movie. It's got some pretty fun characters. There was Zach, this here worker who works with the guys who was trying to cut down the trees to Fern Gully, and soon he shrunk down and meets this little fairy girl named Chrissa. And well, it's been a few years since I last watched this. One of the characters is this bat creature, and he's voiced by Robin Williams. Very good one, actually, and I think this is probably a real magically fun flick. If you've never seen Fern Gully, I would highly recommend you watch it. It's very good, actually. It also features Tim Curry as one of the voiceovers as well. Next, at 11, I'm sorry this is low, though, than the last one. But this kind of did get met with mixed response, unlike its two predecessors. I'm talking about Lethal Weapon 3. Now this time, Danny Glover and Mel Gibson, excuse me, because I got these listed on paper. Sorry, because I need it, so I can remember what I'm talking about. Anyway, the two buddy cops, Mel Gibson and Danny Glover once again team up, and this time they take down a former LAPD policeman who's become a deadly arms dealer. This also includes Joe Pesci back again as the detective they teamed up with in the last movie, plus Rene Russo as well. It's not too bad. I'm going to possibly watch that again sometime. We'll see. Next, at number 10, this is one I've not seen in I don't know how long, and that's Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, the sequel to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, starring Rick Moranis as, well, the zany inventor whose last name is Skalinski. Marsha Strassman's back as his wife, and, Nick, their son, is back. Now, although we see their daughter Amy, but just for a little bit, she's going to college. And Nick's just around to possibly help take care of the new member of the Skalinski clan, Adam. But apparently, Mr. Skalinski has to take Adam went to work for a reason, and soon, to make things worse, he gets in the way of his new enlarging ray, and Adam becomes a big giant, almost taller and taller, and wrecks Las Vegas. And it's also introduces us to Kerry Russell, in our first appearance, long before she even did the TV show Felicity. Like I said, I haven't seen it in years. I do think it's good. Not as good as Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but it's good though. Next at 9 is Wayne's World, dude. Like, totally. Yeah, starring Mike Myers and Dana Carvey as Wayne Garth. I'm sure y'all have seen this. Also, there's Tia Carrere and Rob Lowe in this outrageously fun film movie based on the skit that's seen on Saturday Night Live. I think it's really cool. And I do like the beginning of the movie where Wayne Garth and a couple of their buddies of theirs are in their car driving through town at night singing Bohemian Rhapsody, which is a very good song. I like Queen. But anyway, this movie's good too. Very good. I do think the sequel is okay, but I still like the first one more. Next, at number 8, I thought I'd show this off. I just watched this completely for the first time, even though I've only seen bits and pieces of it, and that would be Unforgiven. Yeah, I'm sorry the casing's a little old. This used to be my pops. Anyways, starring Clint Eastwood, who also, hang on, sorry, forgive me, who also produced and directed this movie. He stars along with Gene Hackman, Morgan Freeman, and Sir Richard Harris. I'm gonna say that's a pretty good western. But it's pretty brutal since it's an R-rated movie. Because I have seen lighter movies, most notably some John Wayne movies and the old spaghetti westerns with Clint Eastwood did before this. Yeah. But anyway, Unforgiven's pretty good. It was up for a lot of Academy Awards, and it won, including Best Picture. I've come to like it now. Next, at number 7, is The Mighty Ducks, starring Emilio Estevez. Now, I still have the video of this. I haven't watched it in a long time, but it's actually a different version that features some Queen music in different parts, and not the music they play in the actual theatrical version, or what you see on the TV now. But anyway, I do love this movie. The kids are just absolutely funny. Joshua Jackson who's in one of his early appearances before doing Dawson's Creek. There's Eldon Henson. Well, although he was credited as Eldon Henson Radcliffe, of course, that's the guy who we would later see in movies like Isle Hands and She's All That, and more recently as Foggy Nelson in the now defunct Daredevil TV series on Netflix, which I have yet to see, but I want to. But anyway, I do love this movie. Oh yeah, and there's also Lane Smith, who played Perry White on Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman. Yep. Anyway, it's really a good movie. If you've not seen it, I would recommend you check out. It's a pretty underrated Disney movie. But Emilio Estevez is great in this. Next at number 6 is another Disney movie. It's one of my favorite holiday classics, The Muppet Christmas Carol. Yeah, where the Muppets do their version, like I was about to say reenact, do their version of the Charles Dickens classic, which Gonzo plays Dickens, and Kermit plays Bob Cratchit, Miss Piggy plays his wife Emily, and we get the appearances from all the other Muppets, and of course we have Sir Michael Caine as Ebenezer Scrooge, the world's greediest man. I gotta say, he was great in this. If you've never seen this, I think you should. And this came out after the death of Jim Henson, about a year or so later. I can't remember, but I do know this movie is very good. Next, at 5, here's another film with a Christmas-type feel, and that's Batman Returns, directed by Tim Burton, once again featuring Michael Keaton in the title role, along with Danny DeVito as Oswald Cobblepot the Penguin, and Michelle Pfeiffer as Selena Kyle, aka the Catwoman, and Christopher Walken as Max Schreck. Now, I gotta say, the movie has some very fun moments, a lot of good action. The Red Triangle Circus Gang, believe me, those are some pretty killer types of killer clowns and what have you. But hey, I'm not scared of clowns, okay, people? Seriously. Why do you think I've watched Bozo when I was a kid? What do you think? Sorry, I was just having some fun with y'all, but I'm dead serious and not being scared of clowns, okay? But anyway, I like the Penguin, Catwoman, very good. But anyway, Batman Returns is good. It's just as good as its predecessor. I did talk about the Super Nintendo game of this. If you haven't seen my review on it, check it out. But anyway, Batman Returns is great. Next, at number 4 is Pure Country, starring country king George Strait. Yeah, now I absolutely love this movie. King George is great. Yeah, that's what some of us country fans usually call him. I know King George is referred to somewhere, well, another George, but I ain't gonna say who it is, thank you. Because I don't want to get in any trouble. But anyway, George is great in this. Also, there's Leslie Ann Warren as his tour manager. There's Kyle Chandler plays a roadie who's really trying to take the spotlight away from him. And let's see, Isabel Glaser is this gal that George's character actually has taken a line to after he leaves his manager and stuff and just misses out on a show. But he really wants to get his trust back, and he'll do it. Anyway, the soundtrack is amazing. It's a classic. Heartland is a great song, and so is I Cross My Heart, one of the best love songs I've heard of George's. Although he's done some other good love songs, don't get me wrong. But I love Pure Country. Coming in at number 3 is Beethoven. Yeah, well, I was a little bit of a dog person at times, but when I saw this movie, this was absolutely funny. Directed by Ivan Reitman, the same guy who gave us Ghostbusters. He gave us this film. Stars Charles Grodin, Bonnie Hunt, Dean Jones, Stanley Tucci, Oliver Platt, and of course 3 kids, Nicole Tom, Christopher Castile, and Sarah Rose Carr. Now, Beethoven started out just as a little Saint Bernard, but soon becomes a big one, much to the dislike of Mr. Newton, who really isn't too thrilled because he doesn't like dogs. Boy, he really gets upset. I mean, I'll tell you about some of my favorite parts when I review this sometime in the future. But anyway, some of the parts made me laugh so hard my face turned red, I'm sure of it. But seriously, if you've never seen this, I'd say check out Beethoven. You will love it. Okay, number 2 is Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Yeah. Now, Macaulay Culkin's back in this as Kevin McAllister, and this time, unlike the first time, he gets separated from his folks as they are going down to Miami, Florida for the holidays. But Kevin accidentally boards the wrong plane and heads to the Big Apple, where he kind of fraudulently gets his way into gets a room in the Plaza Hotel, and becomes friends with the Pigeon Lady, played by Brenda Fricker, and has a run with Marvin Harry, now known as the Sticky Bandits, once again played by Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern, who are both pretty good. Tim Curry's great in this. I liked the performances we got from John Hurt and Catherine O'Hara, Dana Ivey, Rob Schneider. Yeah. Oh, the list goes on for that. And the traps are absolutely fun. They can be pretty painful, though. But even though I still like the original, but this kind of comes in as a close second in my book. Now, number 1. Now, Robbie, aka Ogre Boy, in 1992, since he started, some people, and he's been the only one to do this. This was his number 1 favorite, and guess what, buddy boy? This is mine as well. It is none other than the original Aladdin from Disney. While despite I dissed the new live-action movie, I love the original animated one. The whole cast was great, especially Robin Williams as the voice of Genie. So, no hard feelings to Will Smith, but I loved Robin Williams as the Genie. Enough said, okay? And again, music is just awesome. It, of course, was Disney's 31st animated motion picture. But again, I do love it. Now, I ask, what are your favorite films from 1992? Please feel free to let me know in the comments section. Like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. I'll be doing 1993 next time. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.